Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be a very low production video today. I've been very busy the past weeks and I didn't want to miss to actually publish a video this week, and I have some thoughts that I want to share with you. I'm right now here in a park in Melbourne, walking this little guy here. And yeah, just some thoughts popping to my head. I had a lesson this morning with one of my students and we kind of talked about the information that is available nowadays and how that influences us and our development. So I think we can agree that nowadays we have more information available than we would ever need. We can go online and we can find tons of information, more than we would ever be able to work through. And this is a blessing and a curse at the same time, because we are very fortunate that whenever we have a question, we can go online and we can find a solution and find ideas on how to solve certain problems. In music, maybe you're stuck on your instrument or with your voice and you look for solutions to progress. But it's also a curse because we can literally drown in information. And I think it happened to all of us, especially if you try to develop, you look for new ways, and sometimes you maybe spend, let's say, 2 hours on YouTube or Instagram, any social media platform, and you're consuming information. And afterwards you realize how little you actually know, and that's just a vicious cycle. But the problem is, when you're doing that, you're actually not spending any time with your instrument, so on your guitar or with your voice, and with any other instrument, piano, bass, whatever. And we have to understand that there was an era before the internet where there were a lot of incredible musicians coming up at this time who had much less information available to them, and they became very good at their instrument or at singing. And that is because they spent a lot of time on their own with the instrument, and they were brave enough to just explore on their own. And nowadays we really get spoon-fed all this information. But sometimes we get this information but we don't work with it. We don't really squeeze the juice out of it. And this is what I try to tell you in this video, or share my thoughts on, is that I think we have to decrease the input of information and maximize or increase the time that we spend, quality time, with our instrument, and really make sure that we are not moving on too fast from exercises or new concepts that we try to establish to progress. Because somehow I feel like we are all looking for this magic trick, this one exercise, this one thing that we do for a week, and magically we are on the top of everything and we can do everything. But this is just not how it works. And actually, I want to talk about one of my favorite movies, which is actually an animated, I think it's Disney or is it Pixar, I'm not sure, Kung Fu Panda. I'm also not sure if it's the first one or the second one, but basically the panda that nobody thought could become a Kung Fu fighter becomes the Kung Fu fighter, and he has to fight this villain. I think it was a tiger or something. Really bad recap of this movie. Anyway, he has to fight this villain, and in order to fight this villain, he gets the permission to read the sacred message that was somehow stored in a temple, that gives him the wisdom to defeat this villain. And he gets the message, he rolls up this paper, and this paper is empty. And basically the message is that there's no secret. And this is where my thoughts are, that I think there's not really a secret on how to do things. You just have to be persistent and you have to spend time with your instrument to progress, and stop looking for this magic trick, for this ultra perfect exercise that will solve all your problems. This doesn't exist. It takes time to develop a skill, and it takes time to reach a new level and to integrate new things into your voice, for example. So that's just some thoughts I had. So let me know in the comment section if you see it, if you have similar experience, if you spend too much time consuming information and spending maybe a little too little time actually singing or spending time with the instrument that you're learning. And would love to hear your thoughts. Bit of a different video today, but I hope it could inspire you to maybe change things up, consume a little less information, and practice a little more, spend a bit more time on your own terms with your instrument. Before I close this video, actually it just came to my head right now. As you can tell, this video was not planned at all, just happened spontaneously. And I don't want to say that it's bad to look out for information and look for solutions and research. I think that's great, but and to a certain degree also necessary, because sometimes we are so stuck in our routines that we can't see the next step, or we can't seem to find the next way that we have to, next path that we have to take in order to develop. But yeah, we shouldn't get caught up in it. So keep researching, but keep a balance. That's all I'm trying to say. All right, guys, have a lovely day, and I hope to see you soon. When I was coming back to the car, I think I had the perfect sentence to finish this video. Information doesn't substitute experience, so get the experience in, be keen to explore, and have fun. See you guys.